guys, my name is Marissa and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a cook and clean with me. This is going to be part of a series that I'm doing called Tidy Up Tuesday, where every Tuesday I post a video to provide some cleaning motivation to help you tackle the items on your to-do list. This video is being filmed during nap time. My kids don't actually sleep during nap time, but we do have a quiet time in place every day for them to just have a little bit of time on their beds with books, toys, and periodically I'll give them a tablet. I am also going to be showing what I am preparing for dinner on this particular evening, so make sure that you watch until the end of the video so that you don't miss out on that recipe. I am going to be doing this video in collaboration with my friend Natasha over at My Home, My Style. She posts very similar content to mine here on YouTube, and I think that if you like my videos, you're going to love Natasha's as well. She is going to also be sharing her own cook and clean with me. When you're done watching my video, make sure and go over to Natasha's channel. I'll have everything linked in my description box down below, and show her some love by subscribing. Coming over from Natasha's channel, hi, my name's Marissa. I want to welcome you. I post primarily lifestyle videos here on YouTube, things like what's for dinner, cleaning motivation, grocery hauls. Periodically, I will share financial tips as well as parenting advice. If this is something that you're interested in, I would love it if you would join my little YouTube community by subscribing to my channel. For those of you that are new, I have a German Shepherd and talk about it constantly that she sheds all over my house. So what I'm doing right now is taking all of the dog hair that accumulates on the bottom of the felt pads for dining room chairs, pulling that off, moving the dining room chairs into the living room, wiping down the table, and then I'm going to vacuum to make sure that I pick up all of the dog hair. German Shepherds it's called blowing their coat. It happens twice a year where she just dumps hair all over my house, and there isn't really any truly staying on top of it, but I do have to vacuum at least once a day to get the obvious dog hair off of my floors. Clean all of the surfaces in this video, I will be using the rose-scented Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner. I pick one scent for each season. So for the spring of 2020, I selected the rose scent. I have it in the dish soap, the all-purpose cleaner, and then I have it's not Mrs. Meyer's brand because that wasn't available, but I also have a rose-scented hand soap as well. To work on my stovetop, I have a glass stovetop that, because it's white, it really shows anytime something spills over, anytime food gets on it, or if the bottom of the pan gets too hot, it'll leave a residue on the top of the stovetop. So I'm just putting some Barkeeper's Friend down and then spraying it with the all-purpose cleaner and working it into the surface with this abrasive sponge that came from Target. This is designed for glass top stoves and does a really good job of removing any stains or residue that you have on the top of the glass top. Once this sits for a minute, I'm just going to go back over it, wipe it with a towel, and then I'm going to spray it down with a glass cleaner. This is something that I saw in other YouTube cleaning videos and wanted to give it a try. It just comes in an aerosol can and you're able to spray it onto your glass top stoves. I decided that I would also go ahead and spray the mirror that's in my kitchen because that can get some grease and just fingerprints throughout the week. So I do at least once a week try to spray that down with this glass cleaner. Next, I'm going to work on my kitchen sink. I just dampened the sponge that I was using to clean the glass top stove and used the residual cleaner that's still on this sponge to wipe out the sink. I don't know what it is about a clean kitchen sink, but I feel like if the sink is free of any dishes and has been cleaned out, it really just makes the entire kitchen feel like it's a clean space. Next, I'm going to use these planks. I talked about these in a recent video I shared talking about my top 10 favorite cleaning products. These are just little scented beads that have directions on the back of the package. You run hot water in the sink with the garbage disposal running, and then you turn off the garbage disposal. You drop one of these down the disposal, turn the water back on, and then have the garbage disposal break up the little bead, and it just releases this lemon scent into your kitchen. So you can see in the background here, I have these dry erase boards. I'm not even pointing at them. I have these dry erase boards on my refrigerator. They are covered in marker and stains. This is a menu that I picked up at the dollar spot in Target a couple of years ago. And normally I just write what we're having for dinner every night on this and then make my to-do list on here. Anytime you have dry erase boards that get kind of gross and look like they're needing to be replaced, it's really easy to get it off. You just take rubbing alcohol and a paper towel, and you can see it just wipes it all away. These are pretty, you could see that one was pretty gross. So once it's pretty well saturated in the rubbing alcohol, then I'm just gonna take a dry paper towel to kind of polish it. They're not quite good as new, but they look way better than they did before, and it prevents me having to replace them. Dinner, we are making homemade crunch wraps. My husband's just browning up a pound of ground beef that we're going to season with this taco seasoning that comes from Costco. For the shells, we're going to be using these tostada shells and then flour tortillas. For our filling, we're doing black olives, sour cream, salsa verde, this queso dip, and some lettuce. To assemble these, we're just going to take a flour tortilla and our tostada shell, put it in the center, scoop on our beef that's been seasoned with taco seasoning, our queso, olives. I decided to add a little bit of avocado. Salsa verde. A little bit of sour cream in the middle. And then some lettuce. And then we just fold them up. So you just keep going around the whole shell and just creasing. And we're just going to stick this with all of the seams down, like this, into a fry pan. I want to remind you all to go check out Natasha's video. Again, all of her information will be linked in my description box down below. And if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face on the right side of your screen. I hope that you are all staying happy and healthy. Bye!